YouTuber formerly known as MasterBoris 666, the Omega, the symbol, the performer. Welcome to the channel. So today, got a reaction video. Y'all keep sending me these little beef networks, man. I'm gonna do this one. It's titled "With Women, the Looks and How He Performs in the Bedroom is the Deciding Factor, Not the Connection." Facts. As we in here in the lands of Babylon, that is facts. We're gonna check out and see what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hot sauce gang. Let's do it. Cause when I react to stuff, I don't fake none of my reactions. It's all real a deal. Yeah.
Women downplay often how much sexual attraction and physical attraction is like at the top of what they're using as a deciding factor, right? Women often say, "Oh, I don't care about looks. It's not about sex," but I found that that's not true. I think that
That's cap.
what she was really saying, if we want to be honest, is that the nigga didn't get the pussy wet. I mean, that's really what she's saying. When they talk about connection, it's not really about connection. It's about, does he turn her on? And rather than admit rather than admit, for a lot of women to admit that that's what they're looking for a man that turns them on, they like to say, "Oh, I'm looking for a good man."
How important is the connection in the relationship? Go ahead and play this clip.
So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage.
He doesn't make your swimming pool swim. That's what's missing. Like, you didn't get moist down there being with him. That's what's missing. That's it.
There was just something that did not connect. I felt that should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off, but when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain. So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it, and I just trusted my decision, and I went on. But then I got an epiphany, and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping and you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color, I love the style, the heel is the right size, and it's a reasonable price, like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size, it's not the shoe for you. And so that is what I had to accept. Yes, he was a good man. But what that feeling was is that he was not a great fit for me. It didn't take away from who he was, but it was just confirmation that he was not a good fit for me.
I'm glad she's honest. I'll give her a point for that. I'm glad she's honest, because most of a lot of sisters out here in the lands of Babylon, they're not that honest like this. But let's just keep it real. That there's the lust factor that some of these women here gotta have towards a man.
And that leads me to say that some of us are trying to force relationships when we know they don't fit. It doesn't mean that the person is not good. It doesn't mean that they are not
That's true.
good-hearted people. It just means that they're not a good fit for you. So free them up. Don't continue to settle for things that you know is going to cause discomfort in the future. Me purchasing a size 6 shoe when I wear a 7 is discomfort. Don't do it.
I'm still troubleshooting this scam in between, but ran across this morning quite interesting because most women said that they want a good man. This man that she described can have all the qualities that most women would say every man should possess. I'm gonna start off with some of the ladies. Maybe you guys can shine a
Oh
light
yeah,
into this
please
connection.
enlighten me.
I'm not really sure when the connection should be established. Should it be in the beginning? And even if you
But I
are
already know how this
someone
is
that
gonna
believes
go.
in the connection, I'm just wondering if you maintain that connection throughout a relationship. What if that connection drops? I just need a little bit more insight on where this guy's going wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and who wants to go first? Let me just ask for volunteers. I don't want to just call anybody. I want to get a lady in first, Cloud, because I think this
I'd
is
love to go first.
okay. Go ahead, Fantasy. Let me.
Okay, so I completely understand what she's saying. I know that the way that she worded it might not be how people would want you to word things, but I understand what she's saying. Sometimes there are very nice men that society would say, just be with that man. And you could just be with that man, and you could live a very good, normal life and probably be fine.
And they don't want that.
But if you have a choice between that man and a man that actually brings you that, it's just a different energy. It makes you excited to be around them, makes you excited to be near them in their energy. On top of him being a good man, you're going to choose him over the he's just a good man, he's good enough. Society says he's good enough every time. So I've experienced that. I've gone on dates with guys that are nice guys. I always choose the nice guy because I want a nice man. And they weren't all good fits. Some of them, they just didn't understand the way that I communicate. And it wasn't a good fit, even though he's still a nice guy. There's nothing wrong with this man. So I understand what she's saying. And now I have a man. We're happy. We're going to be married. So I think it's worth it to wait until you find somebody that's good and gives you that energy that you need. That energy that's going to make you stay married, going to make you still want to have sex with your man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So it's more of a physical thing. You think he has all the quality.
Bingo. I mean, the lady that they was reacted to, she could have just said that. You know, like I said, I appreciate her honesty, but keep it all the way real. She was 90%, kept it a 90% real, but that 10% of what she was saying, what was her name, Fantasy Island Girl, that, you know, the physical standpoint, you know, of her having a man. Like I said, man, let me tell you something, man. Women are thrill seekers. And women cultivate on things that they want or what they see on television, movies, or whatever. They want that to be in their world. Like the stuff that, you know, they want to feel when it comes down to get into relationships with men. You have to understand that's just the way it is in the lands of Babylon. Even dudes that could be a good fit for them, they don't choose it. They be choosing men that are a bad fit for them. But the physicality and, you know, how you talk or, you know, how you walk or how you look, it trumps everything else about the man. Because they don't think about the man's character like that. How long ago did you hear or see, you know, a woman talking about a man's character? Do you ever like hear when women talk about men, they talk about their character? No. It's all about surface level stuff. It's all surface level. What he can do for her. That's all.
And every man should have. Is he just not? I got it. Okay. Go ahead. Let me go ahead and play you in a minute.
For me, this is interesting because I feel like this is a perfect example of women being disingenuous. I think that the real issue is that women downplay often how much sexual attraction and physical attraction is like at the top of what they're using as a deciding factor, right? Women often say, "Oh, I don't care about looks. It's not about sex," but I found that that's not true. I think that what she was really saying, if we want to be honest, is that the nigga didn't get the pussy wet. I mean, that's really what she's saying. When they talk about connection, it's not really about connection. It's about does he turn her on, and rather than admit rather than admit for a lot of women to admit that that's what they're looking for a man that turns them on, they like to say, "Oh, I'm looking for a good man. I'm looking for this type of man." But when they get those qualities and it doesn't come with turning them on, all those qualities go out the window. But they'll take a man with none of those qualities that turns them on. So I just feel as though it's
Yup.
disingenuous.
Like, hey, I said it in a different way. Like, look, man. It's like you have to have a chick be sexually attracted to you first than anything else. Everything else that she knows about you will fall into play. If she's not sexually attracted to you, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Just walk away from it. Just walk away from it. Like I said, when is the last time you heard women talk about a man's character? After the fact. After they had a breakup. Or, but not in the beginning stages. Not when not while they're with them. A lot of women do this. Not all, but a lot.
Women say that they like certain qualities because it makes them look better publicly. It makes and like socially, it makes them not look like a hoe. It makes them look like a higher quality woman. But the reality is, it's their pussy that they're deciding with. That's why they always say a woman knows if she wants to sleep with you within the first second.
I like the fact when they talk about men thinking with their dicks, but a lot of women think about think first with their vaginas, and their brain last. But yeah, let's continue.
Because if she meets you, y'all make that eye contact and that pussy jumps, it's up and it's stuck from there on. But if she doesn't feel that feeling down below, it's not happening no matter what you do. So
it's all about how they feel at the moment. And their feelings change. But like I said before, they think with their coochie first, then their brain. It's coochie, heart, brain. In that order. Coochie, heart, brain. In that order. That's what they think with. That's what a lot of women think with.
So like to get boiled down to it's all primal.
If you were a man and you understood that he would have sex with her, he wouldn't marry her. Couldn't you understand the same thing for a woman? She would have sex with him, but she wouldn't want to be his wife if he's an idiot. He couldn't provide for himself. He couldn't provide for his kids. She wouldn't.
But I don't believe that.
Husband. Okay.
I think women desire to be with men that they're sexually attracted to. It has nothing to do with any of that other stuff. His finances, none of that. It has everything to do with does she find him attractive? Period. That's it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get outside right
So I'm going to use her stupid analogy about the shoes. So,
what?
Yeah. Stupid analogy. So when someone doesn't have no pair of shoes and you give them any pair of shoes, they will value that pair of shoes just simply because they don't have anything else. So they learn how to appreciate what they have just because they don't have other options. But women have fallen into that comparing. Oh, of course, she's going to the mall and she has multiple options of shoes, right?
Get shoes from Payless.
No. They have created these little things that can actually modify the way that the shoe fits you.
Kato.
The shoe might not be for you, but they still create other accessories that you can put with the shoes, or you can combine with the shoes so it fits perfectly for you. So it's kind of like tricking your mind that the shoe is for you, but in reality it's not. So that's why her analogy doesn't apply. At least to me, it doesn't. Now, I was actually watching a movie yesterday, very interesting in case that you want to watch it. It's called The Lost Patient. And it talks about how bonding is really important for humans. Let's leave aside the sex and all this stuff. So there was an experiment for 6 kids, and they were just feeding the babies, not creating any bonding. All the babies died. So when you don't create a bonding with a human being, the human is gonna be effed up. Simple as that. So let's put it that way. So connection, it is important. But the thing about connection, human connection is a deep bond, and that's formed between people. And this is actually, when you create this connection, it's actually because you value that person. They feel seen and valued. So during an authentic human connection, you exchange energy. Now it has to be, it's mandatory that you're willing to give that energy. So I don't think she was intentional. She was not trying. She was just comparing, because it's like, what if her person is in Asia, for example? It's 8 billion people in this world. And you're telling me that your person is in the United States.
Yes, there's plenty of people that can.
It is plenty of people out there that are
that
good
can
and
mesh with you, even
Yes.
if you so all of your boyfriends don't necessarily look alike, right? However, they've all been able to turn you on, right? I mean, not trying to get personal with you, but you wouldn't be with a man that isn't good and can make you feel good physically, right? Or am I the only woman that feels this? Maybe I'm the only one that.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna be comparing
Listen.
my current boyfriend, if I have one, with my exes. I'm not gonna be comparing the way that he
No.
communicates. I'm gonna give him space for him to like feel comfortable with me, especially because I am the person that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable right away with someone. I can't. So I
That's
need to feel
fine.
comfortable with that person, and just because he's telling me nice words or sending stupid texts like telling me how he's gonna make me feel. No. I don't need that shit. I don't. So it's kind of like
You wait until you can feel that energy, right?
That's why I say a lot. Not all women. You know, everybody different. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it on that note. What y'all think? Let's have a discussion on that in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Join the Hot Sauce Gang if you want to. Subscribe. All my social media. Hey, if y'all want me to react to a video, just hit me up in the DMs on the Instagram or the Twitter. I'm mostly on Twitter, so hey, hit me up. We can have discussions over there too, and while we're here as well. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. I'll check y'all later. Peace.